The situation within Zanop is getting tense, and we have seen Tim Mnangagwa issuing some powerful statements and words against General Chiwenga and his team. And at the same time, we've seen Mliswa also weighing in and say something which is quite important for us to take a look upon. Mliswa says Mkanya should either admit that his own political move to use a fake anti-corruption campaign and jettison a suspected rival misfired and mend his relationship with his party. This is the message of Mliswa to General Chiwenga. And then secondly, he says, or he should just resign as a strong statement against the allegedly corrupt Gananda and chart a new political path. So when you listen to Mliswa speaking, you can see kuti ndo anonzi anati nadzirwe yokuti anodzitinhira kuti dzibayane odzitinhira kuti dzirwe for their own benefit. If Mkanya resigns today, they are going to go after him, arrest him, and deal with him mercilessly. And if he resigns today, he would have exposed his comrades vangashanda navo vese to a point yekuti vanomuka vakasungwa mangwana chai. So I think Mliswa is actually trying to set up the general, and I don't believe the general will take such kind of advice. Resigner kana wagumbuka usiri kuirira nezviri kuitika resigner zvinoudzwa vana vadiki izvozvo vanodya mazepe. So political principles in this mess do not apply, because what is happening is ZANU-PF is in Jonjo. They've been working together for a very long time. They've been there together through thick and thin. They've helped each other to rig elections since time immemorial, since the days of Morgan Tsvangirai. It was General Chiwenga who helped Emmerson Mnangagwa and Robert Mugabe deny Morgan Tsvangirai presidency in 2008. And they ordered a rerun, which ended up in becoming so bloody. And we know what happened. Short sleeve, long sleeve, people lost their lives. It happened. And then we moved to 2013 to 2017. They had a coup in 2018, a coup, 2023, a coup. They've been doing everything together. Maitiro avo. But kana munhu akutaura chokwadi kuti varume takambodzvanyirira takamboita sei, and it was wrong. We have to acknowledge kuti at least wakuita semunhu mukuru. That is the reason why you are seeing people acknowledging General Chiwenga, is because he is now acknowledging that there is corruption. He's now acknowledging that the nation is being destroyed not because of sanctions but because of looting and corruption and plunder of national resources. So for Mliswa to simply say kune munhu atendeuka iwe tanga wasiya church inonzi ZANU-PF, then you start to speak from without. I think udofo unokonzeresa kuti munhu adaro, because what you have to know is you have to protect each and every inch of power which you have, each and every grain of power you have to protect it. So that is what General Chiwenga is doing, and that is what General Chiwenga I believe is going to continue to do. So Temba says without these actions it becomes apparent that there was no sincerity on his part and everything was a public and political spectacle. Emmerson Mnangagwa during the last days na Robert Mugabe as vice president, he never resigned. They disagreed with Robert Mugabe. They called Robert Mugabe a man surrounded by criminals. And the Operation Restore Legacy, a coup which happened, it was targeting criminals around Robert Mugabe. Emmerson never resigned. No, there are criminals surrounding Robert Mugabe, so I am resigning as the vice president of Zimbabwe. Chiwenga never resigned as the commander of defense forces. He never said there are criminals surrounding Robert Mugabe, so I'm disassociating myself and I'm resigning. What do? You fight to the end kusvika vazvigananda zvadonha. Ndo zvatakadzidza pakabviswa Robert Mugabe, kuti you continue to be there uchitukwa uchiomberera maoko. Wapedza kuomberera maoko woenda kuma wopiwa ice cream wonyepedzera kurwara woflywa kunze so as to gain public sympathy. Ndozvo zvatakadzidza izvozvo. Saka tikaona vachiwenga vachizviita, it's not something new. It's not a new script. We know it must happen. Why am I saying so? ZANU-PF inofanira kumwashuka from within. ZANU-PF must self-destruct, and as long as Chiwenga is still within ZANU-PF, vanoramba vachingosana imomo, because mabhuru eseka, mabhuru nebhuruka ngavarovane stereki up until vanenge adyiwa totangira ipapo. So for those who do not understand this slogan ekuti totangira ipapo, you will soon understand kuti chinonzi totangira ipapo chinye. It's a slogan based on intelligence of what is going to happen, and those things are now happening. So tiri kunotangira ipapo for sure. So for Temba Mliswa to tell us kuti Chiwenga should leave ZANU-PF, achisira ZANU-PF ani isina kumwashuka. The first thing is ZANU-PF inofana kumwashuka left, right and center. After that, then taakuchitanga kutaura. So Temba Mliswa is saying, worse for him now, he finds himself at odds with a whole lot of people, most likely to be scheming against him. Akuzopera manje. His proxy gazer has become an irascible, clanging gong, peddling countless stories to social media market that is well known for lacking the gravitas for practical groundwork. So at this point in time, let me tell you, if General Chiwenga is working na Geza, what we can say is General vachiri vakasimba. Kana General vari kushanda na Geza, General vachiri vakasimba. I'm telling you, because General can wake up and say, munhu wese muroad. That statement from the General is going to assure a lot of people who are scared. Vagopinda muroad for sure. Vanhu vanozara muroad, kuzara muroad kuti tindindindindi road yese. And when I say vanhu, I mean ZANU-PF supporters, because chaivo ma citizens, they wait for the rightful signal. And you know, this is something which is very important for the people to know. Kuti where we are right now, tiri kudila ne vanhu vanonzi crooks, people who orchestrated the dilemma we are in today. But Geza came, he apologized, but he didn't apologize to the extent of what they did. So there is something which is positive, which is happening. People are eager to get into the streets of Harare, Bulawayo, and each and every other town. But people, they are demanding more. People, they are saying, once we get into the streets, we are not going to listen to what Comrade Geza or anyone is going to say. We will get into the streets and we will leave the streets once there is an inauguration at Robert Mugabe Square. So that is what people are saying, or Robert Mugabe grounds. That is what people are saying. It's not me who is saying that. So we are simply conveying the message from the people, the position of the people so far. So the bottom line of everything is, even Risolegas was built on a foundation that of party cadres leading and everyone else following. So let me be honest. In 2017, Chinuchacha for Iraj, ZANU-PF only came to certify what the military had done. Chinuchacha for Iraj, ZANU-PF politically, Vavarowa, G40 anga ya wina, politically, Grace Mugabe anga a wina, she defeated Emerson Mnangagwa, only for the military to intervene and to save Emerson Mnangagwa. Thanks to Jonathan Moyo, a man who made General Chiwenga believe that he was being targeted na Grace Mugabe na Robert Mugabe. I will do a video very, very soon today. If I get time, I will do a video where I'm going to expose what really happened and what really led General Chiwenga to lead a coup. He wasn't prepared to launch that coup. So when we are told Kudakwasheta Gray funded the 2017 coup, it's a lie. I'm telling you, it's a lie. I will come and explain kuti umwe nemumwe akaita sei role yake. Kuda kwaChetagwirei was funding the groupings dzaikanga dzichiita maflash protests muHarare dzichipa Mugabe hard times, vachisungwa vachibuda. Ndo zvakanga zvichiitwa nakuda kwaChetagwirei. We will come into detail with each and everything and explain the role of kuda kwaChetagwirei in 2017, but he never funded the 2017 coup, because the 2017 coup, it happened unexpectedly. I am telling you. But General believed Mnangagwa would be a better person. But to his surprise, arozvona shiri nemuriro wayo hairegi. Ndo zvaari. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Temba Mliswa tells the general to resign, tells the general to apologize or to resign or face the consequences. So he's clearly saying that the people he is fighting, they are going to scheme against him and they will come after him. So it's just kuti pedza nai, ponda nai, rova nai, ita nai zvese. At the end of the day, the people of Zimbabwe shall be free.